Our lives are a series of steps. Step up the revolutionary scale. Where are we then when we are completely healed? When we reach the top of the staircase? Probably at a higher spiritual level, which some call heaven, others nirvana. I believe that our planet was created as a place to experience emotions, sensations, feelings, and relationships. Here we here we can be in love and feel great pleasure and joy. We can smell flowers, touch baby skin, see the glory of landscape, hear the music of the wind. That was the intent. What a classroom! In the next years, our great test will be whether we want to honor this school or destroy it, as a modern technology has made it possible for us to do. I'm not sure our free will can make that choice. It may be our destiny. If a higher mind, the oneness, decides that our planet is worth preserving, then it won't be destroyed. If it does not, and we vaporize the world, our soul will nevertheless endure. They would find another school. But it may not be as beautiful as our world. It may not be as physical. Our souls are all the same age, which is ageless, but some souls advance more quickly than others. Saddam Hussein may be a third grader, while Dalai Lama is in graduate school. In the end, we all graduate to the one. How quickly we progress depends on our free will. The free will I am writing about here isn't same as our soul's ability to choose our parents and our circumstances. Rather, it is human will, and we are in control of it on earth. I distinguish it from destiny, which often brings us together with another for good or for evil, or for the ill. It is the free will that let us choose what we eat, our cars, our clothes, our vacations. Free will allows us to select our partner as well, though it is probably destiny that draws us to them and they to us. I met Carolee, my wife, in the Catskill Mountains. I was a busy boy and she was a guest at the hotel where I was working. Destiny? The course of our relationship, like the course of hundreds of millions of other relationships, depends on our free will. We choose to date and we choose to marry. Similarly, we can choose to increase our capacity to love or be compassionate. We choose to perform the little acts of kindness that bring us internal satisfaction. We can choose generosity over selfishness, respect over prejudice. In every aspect of our lives, we can choose to make the loving decisions, and by doing so, our souls will evolve. John E. Mack, MD, Pulitzer Prize winning author and a professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School, points out that we are now witnessing a coming together of science, psychology, and spirituality after centuries of ideological and disciplinary fragmentation. Both modern physics and depth psychology are revealing to us a universe in which all that we can perceive around us is connected by resonance, both physical and non physical, that can make the possibility of universal justice, truth, and love more than just a utopian fantasy. At the heart of this possibility lie what in the Western secular world are called non ordinary states of consciousness. But in the world's great religious traditions is variously called primary religious feeling, mystical ones, connections with the ground of being or universal love. At the heart of these states of consciousness or being in potential extension of self beyond its usual boundaries. I would substitute the soul for self and add that boundaries exceeds the measurable universe. It has taken me 24 years to reach the simple truth at this core of this book. We are immortal. We are eternal. Our souls will never die. This being so, we should start acting as if we know that immortality is our blessing. Or, to put it more simple, we should prepare for immortality. Here, now, today, tomorrow, and each day for the rest of our lives. If we prepare, our souls will move up revolutionary scale. Come closer to healing. Come closer to higher state. If we don't, we will recycle our present life, in effect, march in place, and postpone to a future life the mastering of the lessons we might have learned in this one. How do we prepare? How do immortal people act? In this life, we prepare by learning how to have better relationships, how to be more loving, more compassionate, how to be healthier physically, emotionally, and spiritually, how to help others, how to enjoy this world, and yet advance its evolution, advance its healing. By preparing for immortality, we will quiet present fears, feel better about ourselves, and grow spiritually. And we will be healing our future lives at the exact same moment. Now, thanks to the progressions that my patients have experienced and reported back to me, we can see the results of our present behavior and thus shape it for the future. If we can accelerate the healing process, the evolutionary process, that is the most theoretical action we can take. The best thing we can do, not only for our own souls, but for everyone in the world. This is what I have learned from my patients.